Hello, and welcome to Chair Yoga Plus. Today, we're going to focus on making the core body stronger and more flexible. Today, we tone the torso. We'll start in a seated position in our chairs, and we're going to stay in our chairs throughout this video today. So roll the shoulders down your back and let your hips rest in the chair. So we want space between the back of the chair and our backs. I hope you can see this here. A little bit of space to allow us to move. And then think about the tailbone going downwards into the chair seat and the spine rising straight up. I'm keeping my gaze straight ahead so that even my neck is in line with the spine. We have a lot of flexibility in our spines. So let's make sure that we make the muscles that support it nice and healthy. So sit with the tailbone down and feel that energy rising upward from the tailbone to the lower back, mid-back, shoulders, and into the neck. And on top of our spine, there's our head. Our head is kind of heavy, by the way. So we want to make sure that it's well supported and in line with the spine. So draw the ears back over the shoulders and draw the shoulders down your back. Feel a little bit of engagement in the back of your shoulders. Draw the belly in. And then from here, we'll start our toning with our breath. So we breathe in and out through the nose and feel the expansion of the ribs as you breathe in and the contraction as you breathe out. So right here, just breathing in this beautiful posture in the chair, we're already beginning our toning. And we can enhance that a little bit by slowing the breath down and breathing a little deeper. So place your hand right on your belly button. Breathe into the hand. And then slowly exhale. And as you exhale here, draw the belly in ever so slightly. Just feel engagement here as well as in the back of the shoulders now. Don't lose either one of those. So the shoulders are back and down. Little engagement in the upper back. And then as you exhale, a little engagement in the belly. We'll do a few more breaths here. Beautiful exercise. Bringing prana in, aligning the spine and strengthening the muscles that support the spine. One more. And then release that hand. Now we're going to move the spine and make it flexible. So we want to drop the shoulders forward, tuck our chin, and roll down. And rolling back up again, draw that belly in. Sitting taller and lower the shoulders down your back. So bring them back and down. And it could be subtle. You might not see it if you're looking in a mirror. You might not see it, but feel it. Feel how you are moving the muscles, upper back, belly, chin drops. And then we rise up and lower the shoulders down our back. Let's do 2 more cat-cows right here. This is another beautiful way to balance out the muscles from left to right. So we're going to come back to cat-cow as we go through our class today. Let's bring the hands up and we're going to stretch the side of the ribs now. Your hands can be parallel or pressed together, you choose, and lengthen the side body here. And then separate the hands and reach out on one side and then reach out of the other. And again, feel the sit bones resting in the chair, but you might also press into your feet here. If you were standing, pressing into the feet would add more length. But today, we'll stay in the chair. And now once again, if you can, bring your hands together and then lean to one side. Just a little bit of a lean. Feel that pull on the muscles that you're moving away from. Still keeping the head back over the shoulders. Let's bring it up through center and take it over to the other side. And breathe into this side now as we stretch. Let it expand and let it contract. And then bring it back to center. Reach up and float the arms down to your side. And then we'll sit tall again. We're going to work with the upper neck now. So we'll pull the chin in, pulling the ears back. Keep the shoulders neutral, and then push the chin forward. I know it looks kind of funny, huh? Good exercise for the neck. Supporting the neck spine here. So primarily, I feel it in the upper shoulders here. In the comments, you can let me know where you feel this stretch. One more. And then we'll tilt the head to one shoulder, draw the shoulder down. You might even drop the hand down to deepen the stretch now on the opposite side. Using gravity here to help us stretch. But again, keep the ear over the shoulder, but leaning towards the side. And then bring it back to center. Take a breath. Exhale. Then we'll go to the other side. So once again, we lean the ear towards the shoulder and we purposely try to bring the shoulder away from the ear, deepening the stretch on the opposite side. Pushing the hand down, keeping the ear in line with the shoulders but tilted to the side. One more breath here. On your next inhale, release it and bring the head back up to center. Let's make circles with our nose just to balance out those muscles in the neck and circle in the other direction. And now turn, look over your shoulder, come back to center. The other shoulder. And back to center. So a lot of times when we talk about toning our torso, we forget that the spine goes all the way up to the head. And so we want to strengthen even the neck muscles here. One more time on each side. Just turn, look over your shoulder, maybe even glance your eyes behind you and bring it back and go in the other direction. And then back to center. Very nice, very nice. Once again, let's lift up here, make the torso nice and long. Tuck the chin now. And then float the hands forward and down and make goalposts, bringing the arms out to the side, bent at the elbow. And we pull back. Once again, drawing the shoulders down and maybe the front of the chest lifts a little, lifting the sternum here, and then release it again. So it's a little bit of a back bend. Everything we do today is sort of subtle. You feel it more than you see it, but I'm hoping that in this video today, you can Follow the cueing and feel this in your own body. Let's stay here. Place our fingers on our shoulders and just release the tension now by circling the elbows and circle them in the other direction. Back out into goal pose. Now we strengthen the front of the upper chest. We bring the elbows closer together and then release it. And continue to sit tall here. Spine nice and long and neutral. We're not in a back bend. We're just kind of keeping the energy going from the tailbone up through the crown of the head. And as you notice, I'm continuing to keep my gaze forward for most of the video to make sure that I'm working both sides of that upper shoulders and front of the chest here at the same time. So let's put it together. We pull them back, we bring them forward. Now you might feel this a little bit more. Here's the back bend. Here's the cat position. Yes. Moving through the upper body here. So primarily using the arms to create that movement in the body, in the torso. How about one more? Back and forward and neutral, and release them down and just roll those shoulders around. Sit tall, keeping the head over the shoulders. Place your hands on your hips. Separate your feet a little bit, and let's just rock side to side. Notice how the shifting of the weight also shifts the movement in the side body here. And then bring it back to center and bring the feet back into parallel. Sit back just a little bit so that your thighs are well supported, and we'll lift one leg and then we'll lower it. Just keep on the same side for now as we work into the lower body. And then we'll lift and kick that leg out, bring it back and down. And you don't have to have the leg perfectly straight or very high, but I want you to feel it right here in where the leg connects to the hip. One more. Let's go to the other side for 5 or 6 times. Push it out, bring it in and down. Continuing the effort of sitting tall. One more. And down. Now we're going to put the arms and the legs together. So we're going to lift one leg and the opposite arm and down. And then the other side. Opposite leg, opposite arm. Continue to sit tall. Continue to have those shoulders down in the back. And the belly engaged. Not tight, just engaged. Just know that you're using these core muscles throughout our work today. One more each side. And then we'll bring it down. Now bring those arms back into goal post. And we're going to lift one leg and bring the opposite elbow forward. Now, here is one position, and if that's where you are today, great. But if you can, round the back and see if you can touch the knee. Not necessary. If you're here and you're working, good. If you want to go to this level, go for it. Opposite knee, opposite elbow. Lifting the knee up as high as you can, bringing the elbow down to kiss it. Keeping the shoulders working here. So they're back and then they round and then they're back again and they round. Working through the upper back. At the same time, we're working those muscles in the front of the hips. One more time on each side. And then we'll release it and release those arms down. Give them a little shake. Maybe roll the shoulders. And then place your hands on your hips. Let's circle an ankle. Just kind of release through the leg here. Circle it in the other direction and down. And then lift and go into the other side. So as I said, today we're focusing on the torso. But the torso is connected to every other part of the body. So it's important to know that when we move our legs, we're using core muscles. Let's take one leg and extend it out to the side of the chair. I'm going to scoot over so that this thigh is not pressing into the chair. Foot on the floor. And you want the front foot also to be on the floor. So if it's not, you can move forward a little bit as I did, or you could put a blanket under there to bring the floor up to the foot. Keep this extended leg relatively straight. Place a hand on the thigh or hold on to the chair. And we're going to take the opposite arm up nice and long. And right away, I feel a stretch here and I feel a stretch in the side body. So isn't that beautiful? We could stay here and breathe and lengthen that spine, tucking the chin slightly here, and keep those ears over the shoulders. One more breath here, lengthen, lengthen. Keep the length in the spine and just lean towards that extended leg. So again, you could hold on to the chair, or you could place the hand on the thigh or below the knee. Just not on the knee, but there's really no pressure here. All the work is in the side body as I strengthen and stretch those muscles. Arm is up over the head. Head is in line with the shoulders. This is our gate pose. And we breathe into that side we're moving away from. And as we breathe, yes, I hope you're still breathing with me, it moves those muscles a little bit. Breathe deep into the diaphragm and just that breath work right here keeps the muscles healthy and strong. Take that top arm, push it up, the other arm comes up, we release them down. Press into the front thigh and bring this foot back and in. And we'll scoot to the middle of the chair now and just once again rock side to side. So we're going to do gate on the other side. So you're going to extend, take one leg out, extend the leg. Other leg is right in front, foot on the earth. This leg relatively straight out to the side of the hip here. If it has a little bend in it, that's good too. And then the opposite arm from the extended leg comes up. And we bring those ears over the shoulders. And you can hold on to the chair and lean towards that extended leg. Feeling the stretch now in the side that's away from the leg. We're leaning away from one side of the body, stretching the muscles out. And then we breathe here a few times. And as we breathe, that movement challenges those muscles to work. And again, this hand can be on the chair, on the thigh, or on your shin. And we breathe here. Let's hold it for a couple more breaths. Lengthen through the spine. Keep that spine in alignment. That's our goal today. And then take that top hand on your inhale. Bring it up. Releasing it down. Very carefully bring that leg into the front of the chair once again. And rock side to side. So we'll cross one foot in front of the other and we'll bring the legs together really tight. Sitting a little taller, push down with your hips, lift up through the crown of your head. Just hold those legs together here. And then whatever foot's in front, we're going to turn in that direction and place the hands on the side of the thigh or the side of the chair. Energy lifting the chest, we turn our heads and look in that direction. Using the chair as a little bit of leverage, press into the chair, anchoring yourself here, squeeze those legs together, and then lift once again through the spine. And continue your breath. And maybe you turn your head and look over that shoulder, a little more neck work here. One more breath. And then we'll slowly release it. Slow, slow release. Good. Uncross those feet. Let's do a couple cat-cows to balance out those muscles. And now cross the other foot in front and take your hands to that side of the chair. Once again, stack your spine here. Hips, shoulders, ears, little tuck of the chin, and then we turn. Squeezing the legs together. Holding here as we breathe. Pressing into the side of the chair for a little anchor. Turning our heads. On the next exhale, let's release the head slowly and the shoulders and hands. Come around to the front and uncross cat-cow. And then sit tall. Good, very good. So next we're going to separate those feet. We're going to release through the back one more time. We're just going to drop the shoulder forward and pick it up. And then the other one. So we got this space in front of us and we're doing a little forward fold. But as we're releasing through the shoulder and stretching the lower back muscle, we're also using the ab muscles when we come up. So draw the ab muscles in, help you lift, using more of your body connected, not just the shoulder, not just the lower back, but the front of the belly also. All moving to lower us and to lift us. And at the same time, strengthening those ab muscles. One more each side. And then we come up nice and tall, heel toe the feet back in cat-cow right here. And then sit tall and roll the shoulders down your back. Take a couple of resting breaths. We're going to come into another twist here. So we're going to just keep the feet parallel this time, not crossed. You're going to be back in your chair about 3/4 of the way. Bring the hands to your heart and lean out over your legs and twist. Now you're going to place one elbow on a thigh. It could be the same side thigh, or if you can, cross it over for a deeper twist. And then take your gaze off to the side, pressing palm to palm in front of your heart. And lift the heart towards the hands and draw that top shoulder back a little bit. Keep the head neutral, but turn to the side. And hold here and feel the work of the breath in the lower ribs. And then we'll slowly release this head first. Turn, look down at your toes, release your elbows, and sit tall. Rest your hands, roll your shoulders down your back, and take a couple of re-energized breaths here. We'll go to the other side. So once again, we keep the hands pretty much in front of the heart. We lean out over the thighs. Pressing the feet into the floor, we turn now to the other side. And again, elbow to the same thigh is good, or crossing over the body. And we turn and look off in that direction. Draw that top shoulder back. Keep the hands in front of the heart. And keep a slight tuck in your chin. Continue the breath, because it's the breath here that's working those muscles around the spine. on a next exhale, very slowly release the head to look at the toes. Release the arms and sit tall. Roll your shoulders and release any tension and just roll them in the opposite direction. And then we'll bring the hands up once again. Reach out of one side, reach out of the other, and then reach out of both, evening out those muscles in the torso here, releasing them down. And just come to mountain in the chair, sitting tall. Back to where we started, where we're focusing on breathing up, lengthening through the spine. Making the spine long in all directions, downward, upward, outward. And of course, the spine is just bone. It's the muscles that we're working here, right? So we're lengthening the muscles and strengthening the muscles. One more breath. Exhale and soften once again. So now we're going to cross. You can cross knee to knee, as I'm going to do here, or again, an option is just at the ankle. And we're going to take our body and turn towards that top leg and place the arm on the outside of the leg. Lift the spine long. It's real important here to lengthen the spine, keep the chin slightly tucked, and then turn and look behind you. I'm extending that free arm back for a little deeper stretch. It can also be here on the chair. Making every effort to make the spine long. So sit bones in the chair and we breathe all the way up to the crown of the head. And at the same time, twist a little deeper. And then on an exhale, once again, nice and slow. Head first, shoulders, back arm, front arm, and the feet. And just pause and take a couple breaths here. We'll go to the other side. Again, you can cross at the ankles. I'm crossing at the knee. I'm going to take opposite hand to the outside of that leg and sweep the other arm back. I got the wall behind me here, so if you have a wall behind you, just bend the arm a little bit, work the ribs, take a look behind you. And make every effort to sit tall, so anchor that foot in front of you into the floor. Use this arm to anchor you against the leg as you twist the ribs and look behind you. And it's the breathing here, the expansion of the ribs, the contraction of the ribs, that works the muscles all around our torso. And now very slowly, on an exhale, we release the head, the back arm, the front arm, and then the leg. And just rock side to side here. Let's take the torso into a circle here. And in the other direction. And maybe a few cat-cows. Maybe you make your cat-cows a little bigger by lifting the sternum up to the sky. Rounding the shoulders a little deeper. In cat, we bring them forward. One more. And then come to neutral. And feel the energy now in your whole core body here as we toned our torso today. So if you want a little more movement, go back to last week's video called Yoga Motion and get the other half of your workout in today as you move. For now, I say goodbye and namaste.